should be good. Let me see. Mic check. All right.
It's up.
Now, let me make sure I got this on real quick. Okay. All right, let me see. Yeah, I wanted to get straight into it, y'all. I wanted to get straight into it.
Fire.
OCO, how y'all doing? Hope everything good. Hope y'all doing well, man. Hope y'all doing well.
OCO, freethinkers. You're now tuned into the realest historian on the planet.
It's up.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
He's here to make you think.
It's go time, Slim. Relax and take notes.
You are watching a master at work.
The best teacher you wished you had in school. Have your pens and paper handy and get ready to take notes.
Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
I will not be debating Dane Calloway.
It's Dane Calloway.
Set it on fire.
Okay.
Fire.
All right. Giving y'all a little second to get up in here real quick. I know it's early, which is a good thing. We're going to be going live twice today. Yeah. We going live twice today. Hold up. I can't see my chat. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. I'm trying to pull up chat now. I don't know why my chat not appearing. Wait a minute. Okay, there you go. It's popping up. I think it's, yeah, it's good. Yeah. Yeah, so look, chat, look. I want to get straight into it, man. I wanted to get straight into it. Like, okay, so there's some things that's been popping off, you know, and I gotta talk about that. I hope the beat go. Yeah, nah, the beat go. That beat go. You know. Shout out to RJ. Nah, he been cranking. Got a few of his joints. But nah, so okay. There's been some things happening, and I don't know if y'all saw it or not. So I'ma play those. It's questionable. Some things that are, it's disturbing, to be honest. I'm like, why are you doing that? And it's coming from the White House. But anyway, we gonna get into it. But that's the reason why I'm gonna go live twice today. I know I've been out for like at least 6 days. I didn't mean for it to go that long. You know, I really wanted to handle some business and come right back, but that took a little longer than expected. We back in here now though. Back in here now. But yeah, so okay. Hold up, let me switch everything up. Hold up. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too. That's right, yeah. Yep, I missed it on the 20th. Yep, Happy New Year. I was supposed to go live that day. Yep. Happy New Year to you all. Yeah, we live, baby, we live. So you probably gonna hear some mistakes and everything happening. You know how I am. But let me get straight into it. All right, so okay. I don't know how to take. I don't even know how y'all gonna take this. Some videos that I'm getting ready to play. It's questionable. I don't know what's going on with them. And I gotta play this because it's weird. I want to analyze it. You know, I want you guys to look at it. And this is coming from the official White House Twitter and Instagram. Did y'all see that? Okay, let me explain what's going on. White House, I'm talking about the official Twitter and Instagram posted 3 strange ass videos, real short videos. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate that. And I wanted to talk about the day that it happened, which was 2 days ago. but I wasn't back just yet. And another reason why I'm bringing it up now is because a lot of people didn't get a chance to see it. Not only that, they didn't even come out with an explanation. They didn't say nothing about it. They just let it fly. I'm like, damn, that's weird. Like, why y'all just let this play and then don't say nothing about it? That's unusual. Usually you'll have your, Secretary of State say something. I mean, press secretary, not Secretary of State. Your press secretary say something. And, break it down as to the reason why that happened or as to the reason why you posted that. What's coming? Because we even hear that in the video. I know I'm jumping, just in case y'all didn't hear it. I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but one of the videos that they posted and deleted. And that was the first one. And I'm gonna play that one first. Hold on, let me go to 9:16. Let me take this off first. So I wanna play that video first. Yeah, I felt like it was weird. And y'all tell me, what y'all, I'm gonna play this a couple of times. Let me make sure I got it turned up all the way. Okay, so this was the very first video that they posted. I'm gonna play it a couple times. Now, this is coming from the official White House Twitter and Instagram. So it's not like they had no clue as to what was going on. This is coming from their official accounts. It takes time for you to post these videos on both accounts or both platforms, rather.
It's launching soon, right?
What the hell was that?
It's launching soon, right?
So we hear a lady say, it's so cool. It's launching soon, right? Can y'all hear this?
It's launching soon, right?
And somebody said, yes. She said, it's so cool. It's launching soon, right? And then the guy came in and said, yes.
It's launching soon, right?
Keep in mind, this is a video that was posted on, I'm gonna say it again, that was posted on the official account, official Twitter account and Instagram account for the White House.
It's launching soon, right?
I don't get it. What's launching soon? What are they referring to?
It's launching soon, right?
She said it's so cool. It's launching soon, right? But this is the video that they deleted. So then there was 2 other videos to follow, which was strange. Watch this. So this was the second video that they posted. That's it. Watch this. That message notification is not me. That was them. They played that audio. Hold on. Speaking of that, I am getting to the point. Don't get removed from my chat. I'm talking about the point right now. As a matter of fact, here, I'll help you out. You get your point right up out of here. So anyway, here we go. So it looked like it was, let me go back. It looked like it was a picture of an American flag. And they had the ding sound. Oh no, that could be a message right there. Oh no, it's almost like they blocking a message right there, because I do see letters. But when you come back a tad bit, you do see a picture of, I'm coming back slowly. you do see the American flag. Quickly. But they just randomly played a sound effect, the ding. This is coming from the White House. Why would they do that? No explanation, no nothing. So I'm gonna play it again. That's weird, right? And then this is the third video right here. Now, hold on, let me mute the music because this one has reversed music and voice. Now, okay, hold on. I'm a. Interesting. Now I should live. Matter of fact, I'm going to do this live. I'm going to reverse it again because whatever it was a message and music being played at reverse. I'm going to live. Hold on. Let me do this live. I'm going to reverse it the opposite direction really quick. It ain't going to take but a sec. All right, so I did that. Now I'm saving it where y'all can hear it. All right, so this is what I'm hearing. Hold on, I don't have any music playing? No, okay. So this is what I'm hearing. Oh, the Jay-Z song? Huh? Wait a minute. Ain't that, well, hold on. No, allow me to reintroduce myself. That's, I don't know the name of that song. Something. I'm trying to remember the name of that song. Hold on. I forgot what he named it. Death? No, what did he name that? Public service announcement? So when I play the video again, I'm gonna play the video of somebody grabbing that audio. I could grab the audio too. In fact, I should grab that audio really quick, but somebody did it also. Here it is.
Exciting announcement tomorrow.
Exciting announcement tomorrow.
Exciting announcement tomorrow.
That's what it's saying.
Exciting announcement tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Now that should have been yesterday. The exciting announcement was yesterday. Damn, and they are playing a Jay-Z song. So public service announcement. So all three of these videos came back to back. Interesting. Now today, I'm gonna show y'all something. There's another video that just happened today.
Breaking news, the Department of Justice confirming that FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email has been hacked. The Iran-linked group Handala Hack Team says that they will add Patel's name to the list of successfully hacked victims, publishing multiple documents and photos online this morning. And according to Reuters, the release material shows a mix of personal and work material from 2010 to 2019.
New this morning, a historic change is coming to your...
Hold up. So they got hacked? Now, again, this was today. So the DOJ confirms that Kash Patel's personal email was hacked. Did the White House Instagram or Twitter account get hacked? Saying that a personal announcement, a public service announcement is, well, I don't know about that though. Because that third one has Donald Trump's name, you know what I'm saying, the White House logo. Like this is the same logo that they would utilize on the documents that he will put out, like anything from the White House. That's a part of their letterhead. So, but yeah, the Kash Patel thing, that news just came earlier today. And everybody was wondering, on social media, hey man, did you guys get hacked? Now they're not saying a thing, which leads people to believe that anything, it's almost like they're doing that on purpose, and which I believe they are. Couple things that came today. I'm gonna play them. So that was number one. Now that day, okay, so that same day, I'm about to play this video. That same day, Trump was trying to seek a deal with Iran. And I'm gonna jump up ahead. So when he was trying to seek a deal, this was yesterday. I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna play what happened today.
Despite the mixed messages, President Trump insists Iran is looking for a way out of the war. During his cabinet meeting, the president revealed the gift Iranian negotiators gave him this week as Pakistan is facilitating talks between the countries. Reporter Rebecca Castor has more from the White House.
After nearly a month of relentless strikes on Iranian targets, President Trump says Iran's remaining leaders are begging to make a deal.
They're talking to us because they've got a disaster on their hands. They're defeated. They can't make a comeback.
At Thursday's cabinet meeting,
I don't believe him.
Envoy Steve Witkoff confirmed Pakistan helped deliver Trump's 15-point peace plan to the Iranians.
And you have directed us to maintain confidentiality on the specific terms. We have told Iran one last thing. Don't miscalculate again.
While the Iranians are denying the talks publicly, President Trump revealed a gift they sent earlier this week.
They said to show you the fact that we're real and solid and we're there. We're going to let you have 8 boats of oil. They then apologized for something they said, and they said, we're going to send 2 more boats.
But the commander-in-chief is making preparations in case diplomacy fails. Marines and elite Army paratroopers are heading to the region, raising concerns on Capitol Hill that ground operations could be coming.
The president seems bent on a path toward putting our sons and daughters in harm's way.
The answer is no. We can achieve the strategic goals that Donald Trump wants to achieve without doing that.
Keep in mind, he never got Congress approval. Still to this very day, Congress never approved this war. So that's the reason why they're not trying to consider it a war. Also, they believe that it's, some people believe that it's one-sided. And I agree with them. The reason why it's one-sided is because Iran is only doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're putting up defense. Hey, somebody is imposing some weapons against them. They said, okay. And some threats against them. They said, okay, all right, so tell you what, we're going to defend ourselves. There's nothing wrong with what Iran is doing, in my opinion. They're supposed to be defending themselves. I believe that the Trump administration, and as well as the Israeli administration, I believe that they underestimated Iran and what Iran is capable of doing. And the people that they're associated with, they felt as though that these people would not help them, these other countries that they're associated with. But I believe Iran has help as well. I believe Iran has help. If I were them, I wouldn't count Iran out as if Iran is just a small country and they can't, they can't take care of themselves, or they're not ready for battle. They've been working on this for 20, 30 years. They felt as though something like this was going to happen sooner or later. Based off of what, what I researched so far. But to jump ahead, this is what happened today.
Iran rejected a peace deal being pushed by President Donald Trump, increasing the likelihood the Pentagon will have to put boots on the ground in order to achieve its strategic goals in the Middle East.
And that's the problem. It was almost like that's what their goal was as far as the Trump administration and the Israeli government. It seems like they just wanted our troops on the ground the entire time. And that's a problem. That's a problem. So now Iran said, now they rejected the peace treaty. What peace treaty? You came in, like, think about that. Oh, now you want to claim peace after you came on their territory? and destroyed multiple things, multiple missile facilities or whatever. They said between 5,000 to 7,000 targets. And I will tell you right now, if I were them, I wouldn't be talking about no peace. For what? I would put up a fight as long as I can. And again, I believe they have help. And I'm referring to Iran. I believe they have help.
Mike Tobin has more.
And they're not backing down.
President Trump is trying a dual track of diplomacy and airstrikes to accomplish his goals in Iran. But on Wednesday, the Iranians rejected his 15-point peace plan and issued their own counteroffer, which reads more like a list of demands, including the removal of American sanctions and full sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, which would allow them to control more than 20% of the world's oil.
You will no longer see the previous prices of energy and oil until you realize that stability in the region is guaranteed by the powerful hand of our armed forces.
The White House dismissed that response, saying once again the regime has a choice to make: either accept a diplomatic solution or face total military destruction.
President Trump does not bluff, and he is prepared to unleash hell. Iran should not miscalculate again. Their last miscalculation cost them their senior leadership, their Navy, their Air Force, and their air defense system.
Just yesterday, President Trump said talks with Iran were going well, but Wednesday,
I still don't believe them.
Setback prompted Democrats on Capitol Hill to once again criticize his strategy.
He is gearing up to have American boots on the ground for a senseless and dangerous war.
We must end this war now.
Meanwhile, the Pentagon is sending more troops.
I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm not even a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat at all. I'm not a Democrat nor a Republican. I want that to be known. I'm thinking logically here. You're putting a lot of millions of lives at risk for no reason. None whatsoever. People were pissed off because Trump is doing Netanyahu a favor. You don't believe? No, I don't believe them either. Like when they say that they took down Iran's military bases and Navy, and I don't believe them. I don't believe them. If they did that, then why is Iran still attacking? Iran is still attacking Israel as we speak. And I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna play a few of those because that's for them to tell us the news, right? And this is how we know this is all he say, she say. They're trying to control the narrative. For them to, let us know, oh, they shouldn't be controlling the Strait of Hormuz. That's not their, what you mean? This is their territory. Strait of Hormuz provides 20% of the world's oil, right? Trump came out his mouth and said only 1% of that oil goes to the US. Then why are you over there? It's not like they trying to pull a plug on anything that we have, like there is an actual threat against the US. It's not. So you up in Netanyahu face, doing him a favor. At the cost of American lives? That's what pissed me off about Trump. I'm not no Democrat, no Republican. I wasn't no Trump supporter. There was many things that I liked that he did. There was many things that I didn't like that he did. And this is one that this is very questionable for Trump to do. Especially with his campaign being a no war campaign. And I played those videos before. We're not going to go into war. I'm not going to be. You said this during your campaign and then you turn right around and you're doing the total opposite. Like people can't see what you're doing. No. There was a threat. There was a nuclear threat. No, it wasn't. And if it was, you told us a long time ago that threat was neutralized. So what you over there now for? Why? And then trying to make, I don't like this part right here, y'all. Putting boots on the ground, putting our military at risk. Not saying that they can't handle these folk, but a lot of people gonna die for no reason. A lot of people gonna lose their family members for no reason. The U.S. should not be involved in this at all. If there's a war between Iran and Israel. And let it be that. Let it be just that. But Israel getting hit left and right. If y'all don't know, Israel is getting tore up by Iran.
A potential ground operation will likely be focused on the Strait of Hormuz.
We will control Iran's oil, and we will have, that means we will control their economy. And then we will have...
You will control Iran's oil, control their economy. That's a dictator, that's a colonizer. That's not a good look. There's nothing great about that. Yeah, we should control their oil. Yeah, we should control their economy. Why? For what? What do they have that's so important? Is it the oil? As many times as we said, well, let me not say we, as many times as our government has said that we have oil reserves, why y'all so interested in their oil if we already got it over here? Oh, because they controlling other places, Dane. They controlling other places or controlling other places' oil. They already have deals in place with these countries, like China. You don't want to mess with China's oil. You don't. No, you don't. Me personally, the U.S. can't handle China. Not no war. Because ain't no telling what's going to happen. They're a superpower just like the U.S. Oh, and you think little Israel going to have your back? As small as Israel is, Israel wouldn't be winning a war at all if it wasn't for the U.S. involvement. Let's be real. If Iran wanted to get rid of Israel, they could have got rid of them in one day. They claim that Israel got nuclear capabilities, and I'm pretty sure Iran do too. And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Because of moves like this, and the news trying to feed to us and tell the public that we should be okay with this. We should be fine with this, y'all. No, we need to control. We need to control their oil. We need to control their economy. When it ain't got nothing to do with us. Me personally, I don't like it.
The ability to strike them if they misbehave again.
The Pentagon said Wednesday that 290 American service members have been injured since the start of Operation Epic Fury. In Tel Aviv, Mike Tobin, Fox 13 News.
They lying. They lying. Those numbers are sky high. They're lying about that. Okay, so that's today. And let me go back a tad bit, and I'm gonna play something really quick. Just a few days. This was 4 days ago, really quick, and I'm gonna play something.
Missile capabilities are growing after a confirmed strike attempt nearly 2,000 miles away. The threat is prompting a heavy response from the U.S. and Israel. Reporter Steve Harrigan has the latest.
Israel and U.S. attacks on Iran could be ramping up. Following reports, Iran has launched missiles further than ever before toward Diego Garcia Island in the Indian Ocean, where the UK and US have a military base.
Stop. That's what I'm talking about. So this was unexpected for them? They didn't know that Iran was capable of reaching this far. Like, do you know what's rumors going around? And I'm not saying that this is true, but there's rumors going around stating that those meteors that were, popping up in different states, where's the meteors? They were missiles. They were missiles. And now, I don't know, okay? But I'm just saying, it's a lot of military folk that's telling you the meteors are not going to look like that. Dane, look closely. See how that meteor is green? See how that meteor is blue? Some of these meteors are being intercepted, and when they're intercepted, some of them don't blow up in the sky. When they're being intercepted, they're being rerouted, and then it lands in particular areas. I was like, wait a minute, that makes sense. That makes sense. So you mean to tell me these meteors are not meteors and missiles? It's a possibility though, y'all. I'm not saying that that's true, but it's a strong possibility. Now, whose missiles? That's the question. Whose missiles? Now, Again, they're talking about in a particular area near Indonesia, in the Indian Ocean, right? That's pretty far. That's pretty far away. But let's just say, and I'm pretty sure I don't know if that's impossible or not. If Iran's missiles could actually reach over here, I don't know. But what if they tried? I mean, just place an if beside it. What if they tried and the United States military intercepted them? And we're seeing particles from these missiles landing in different areas. And that's why we saw the green and the blue. Because he said if it were a few people told me if it were meteors, they would be on fire. And I was like, you're right, though, because they're traveling so goddamn fast from so-called space. We would see them on fire. That's true. And I was like, wait a minute. So you mean it's, and he was like, just question it. I'm questioning it. I'm questioning those meteors. All of that simultaneously, do you know a lot of people were losing their service as far as their cell phone signals? All of this was happening. A lot of planes were grounded simultaneously. Y'all should know this. Y'all should know this. And I'm going to be talking about this later on this evening. I am going to be going live twice. But a lot of planes were grounded simultaneously. And that just wasn't a coincidence, was it? You had people stuck at airports. Remember, one of them I reported was in, not Boston. It was in Denver. Do you know it was more than just Denver? Atlanta got held up. California got held up. It was a lot of people that got held up at their airports because a lot of people were told that they were grounding planes. They were not able to fly at specific times. And that was odd. And this was within the past 4 days, y'all. Within the past week. Within the past week. Because if we're calculating with the Denver situation, that's been about 6 days now. So within the past week. Right. And then that Canada crash with the plane. You said the New York crash with the plane. Iffy, eerie, strange things are happening. Back to back to back to back. Right? Okay. So if they were reaching Diego Garcia, what y'all think? Do y'all believe, for example, right now, I'm just going to take a poll real quick. If you believe that Iran's missiles could reach U.S. soil or close to it, type 13. If not, type 1. If you believe that Iran missiles could reach U.S. soil, type 13. If not, type 1. A lot of, okay. And if you don't know, type 14. Yeah, if you don't know, type 14. It's a lot of 1s and a lot of 13s, though. Because, okay, here's another thing. What's the drop-off with these missiles? What's the, because we don't know what type of missiles they have. I mean, you know, I would think they would have some smart capabilities, right? If the drones could go, the missiles can't. Because, okay, remember they were trying to tell us, hey, y'all be, you know, prepared. It could be some drones coming around in California. It could be a drone strike from Iran and certain other places, right? Y'all remember that, right? So if the drones could do it, why can't the missiles do it? The missiles don't have that capability? Do we know that for sure? We don't know how far advanced they are. Keep in mind, Iran got China as backup. Key factor. Yeah, me personally, I believe we don't know. I don't know. I'ma say I don't know. California had a warning about this. They did. And so because the FBI, and I played this during the live stream, The FBI came out and stated that there's growing concern about the Iran's drone attack. Now they're talking about what did they call it? The I'm trying to think of the name of it. The sleeper cells. The sleeper cells. Now, okay, so if they have the capability of getting over here with that type of technology, what about the missiles? Because why? Okay, the news they're not saying nothing about these so-called meteors that everybody's recording. Like you see it all over TikTok, all over Instagram, in many states. In many states. And I got military friends telling me that they not really meteors. Just look at it. I'm like, damn. Okay. New York to California in the distance. They don't have supersonic. If they did, they would be hitting Israel. Oh, they're hitting Israel. Wait, let me continue to play. Oh no, they hitting Israel. Hold on. Let me continue to play.
Defense says the U.S. and the IDF are ready to strike harder.
This week, the intensity of the attacks that the IDF and the U.S. military will carry out against the Iranian terrorist regime and against the infrastructures on which it relies will increase significantly.
This as President Trump signaled the opposite on Truth Social Friday, saying in part, the U.S. is beginning to consider, quote, winding down military operations in the Middle East. Meanwhile, Iran continues to hold control of the Strait of Hormuz, where 1/5 of the world's oil makes passage. Iranian officials say keeping its grip on the strait is part of its mission to protect its security in the Middle East.
Our focus is directed towards guaranteeing the security of our homeland and the region.
Military officials say the U.S. is still focused on opening up the strait. As U.S. Central Command reports, it dropped multiple 5,000-pound bombs on an underground facility along Iran's coast.
Iran's ability to threaten freedom of navigation in and around the Strait of Hormuz is degraded as a result.
In 3 weeks of fighting, CENTCOM says the U.S. has hit more than 8,000 Iranian targets. In Yerevan, Armenia, Steve Harrigan, Fox News.
Meanwhile, President Trump says the U.S. will destroy Iran's power plants by tomorrow night if they don't allow ships to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. This comes as American forces continue to build up in the Middle East. Among these high tensions, 2 cities in southeast Israel were also struck by Iranian missiles last night. Iranian media reported the strikes were aimed at Israel's main nuclear research center, though authorities refused to confirm or deny.
This don't look like no research center. These look like apartment buildings.
The existence of nuclear weapons in Israel.
Look at that.
Hundreds of people.
Balconies. They don't look like research facilities. They look like apartment buildings. Israel is getting hit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I know certain news media stations are not going to cover it. That's why I'm grabbing from certain local news media. Some local news media stations are going to show you images like this. And I'm going to show you something else right after this. Watch this. About Israel being hit. Hold on, wait a minute.
Injured in the strikes to those cities. And according
Look
to
at that.
the US
That all of that. That don't look like. No, that's residential. That's not business. That's residential. This is a residential area. Talking about some of their research facilities. They lying.
And according to the head of U.S. Central Command, the United States military well on its way to eliminating Iran's ability to conduct war. Admiral
I don't believe
Brad Cooper says the U.S. has taken major steps to undermine Iran's control of the Strait of Hormuz. About 20% of the world's oil shipments move through the strait. In a post on X, the admiral says U.S. attacks took out an underground facility near Iran's coast that presented a...
Notice how they keep saying underground facilities, and they showing us images of the attacks being above ground. We're seeing that even in water, we're seeing that they're taking out ships in the water. They're taking out artillery, heavy artillery that's on the ground. On land, though, I don't believe them. I really don't.
Dangerous risk to international shipping.
Okay. Here's Israel's mayor begging for Netanyahu to stop the war. His name is Ethan Levins. He's Israel's mayor. He's breaking down crying, begging Netanyahu to stop the war because their people are dying. Here we go.
אנחנו נלחמים על הבית. אנחנו עושים כל מה שאנחנו יכולים פה. אבל אין פה מדינה אחריך.
That's pretty deep. What he just said. Hold on, I'm gonna say what he said. How many rounds? We are fighting for our home. We are doing everything we can here. But there is no state behind you here. To succeed, you need a state. You cannot do it alone. You finished Misgaf-Am, you finished Teshabua, you already finished everything. What are you doing? What are you doing? Lord of the universe, what are you doing? Either admit that you are incapable of dealing with this situation and release us, or do what's needed to be done already. Lord of the universe. I'm gonna let this sink in. Hold on. Let me let that sink in real quick. Bring it in. So if he's complaining to Netanyahu about this war, the fact that they need people, they need a state in order to get this done, they calling him Lord of the universe. You said the leader of Israel is dead anyway? Still to this very day, I don't have no hard evidence of Netanyahu either being alive or dead. They are still posting to this day, posting AI videos. I got so tired of going over each AI video. I can't believe that. Why are they doing that? Like, if you're hiding him, that's one thing. But if he's gone, you need to announce that. Just like they were begging Iran to show who their leader was. Y'all remember? Oh, he's hiding. He's hiding. We don't know. We don't know if he has a lead. We don't know who that lead. They were saying that. Y'all believe Netanyahu dead? Yeah, he was calling him Lord of the universe. But keep in mind, they're going off the, their little biblical ways of thinking. They're going off their religious belief. That's what this was all about. They believe this whole thing is biblical. They're supposed to be having this territory, which goes back to the doctrine of discovery. They went the religious route with that one too, to take our lands over here. They did the exact same thing, except for we didn't have heavy artillery back then. So, I mean, they're trying to make Iran get down or lay down, and Iran ain't doing near one of them. They didn't know Iran was going to be able to put up a fight. I'm telling y'all, they underestimated them. They underestimated Iran. All right, so what time is it now? All right, so it's okay. I want to quickly switch gears because I'm going to be picking all of this up tonight, and most likely we'll open up the panel tonight. I want to quickly switch gears, and I want to play something that I find pretty disturbing. It's not related to this topic though, guys. I'm just switching gears here, and I don't have the proper segue into that because I just got to play it. But I'm going to play this really quick, and we're going to pick that subject back up later on this evening because I have plenty of things to go over on that. I done made folders, so we're going to pick back up on that. And I'll probably be going live again tonight between 6 or 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. But before we close out, let me show y'all this video really quick.
Welcome back. Federal prosecutors have asked a judge to drop charges against 2 former officers tied to the raid that led to the deadly shooting of Breonna Taylor. The Louisville, Kentucky officers are accused of falsifying the warrant used to enter Taylor's apartment in 2020. Taylor was then shot to death by police after they broke down the door of her.
Hold on. Did y'all know this? I don't see nobody mentioning this. This flew up under the, and this was yesterday. This flew up under the radar. Yes. See how nobody's, okay. Look, I don't know how this skipped past everybody. This was so major. I was like, what? Yes, y'all, and I'm sorry to break this news to y'all like that. This y'all first time hearing it. Yeah, listen, all right, I'm gonna start it over. And her mother is in this video. Watch this.
Welcome back. Federal prosecutors have asked a judge to drop charges against 2 former officers tied to the raid that led to the deadly shooting of Breonna Taylor. The Louisville, Kentucky officers are accused of falsifying the warrant used to enter Taylor's apartment in 2020.
So that same DOJ, I'm sorry, y'all, for cutting it off, but I'm just saying that same DOJ, Department of Justice, that just confirmed earlier today that the FBI director Kash Patel's personal email was hacked. And we don't know what happened to the White House's Instagram and Twitter, but we got strange videos from them 2 days ago. And we don't know exactly when Kash Patel's email was hacked. Right behind that, yesterday, the DOJ, the Department of Justice, requested to drop the charges against the officers in Breonna Taylor's situation.
Was then shot to death by police after they broke down the door of her apartment while serving a no-knock drug warrant looking for a former boyfriend who no longer lived there. Taylor's boyfriend at the time fired at the officers, and Taylor was killed as police fired back. Police did not find any drugs or cash inside Taylor's apartment. In September of 2020, the city agreed to a $12 million wrongful death settlement to Taylor's family. And joining us now is Breonna Taylor's mother, Tamika Palmer.
They agreed to a $12 million settlement. Now that's in limbo.
And family attorney Lanita Baker, thank you both so much for joining us. Tamika, just want to start with your reaction when you heard that the DOJ wants charges dismissed altogether.
Confused and mad. Disrespectful.
Understood. And Lanita, judges have already reduced the charges twice for each officer. What do you think why prosecutors are moving to dismiss the charges?
We know absolutely nothing about why they are moving to dismiss the charges. They did not communicate that with Ms. Palmer until Friday, probably an hour before the motion was filed. So we have no information about why they made the motion to dismiss. But what we do know is that Joshua James is guilty of lying to secure a search warrant, and he and Joshua Meany and Ms. Goodlett, Kelly Goodlett, who's already pled guilty, did work to cover up what happened. And so they are guilty of a crime and they should be held accountable. And it's very disappointing and disingenuous for the Department of Justice to dismiss these charges.
And Tamika, an attorney for former Detective Joshua James, said that they are, quote, elated with this development. Former Sergeant Kyle Meany's attorney said he's incredibly grateful for this filing and is looking forward to putting this matter behind him and moving forward with his life. Given that you have lost your daughter, I'm just curious what the last 6 years have been like for you and your ability to put this behind you and move forward with your own life.
That is, wow, to get it behind him is insane. They committed a crime, so there's no getting it behind you. Breonna doesn't get to come back. She doesn't get to put it behind her. She was killed because of their lies and negligence, and somebody should be held accountable for that. And this, for me, every day since that day has been March the 13th. There's no putting it behind me.
Ahead of the judge's decisions, what would you like people to remember about your daughter?
Just that, she deserved to be here. She deserved to live her life, and she was in her own home, and she committed no crime. She had no criminal history. She wasn't even a target of the investigation. They had no legal reason to be there.
Oh, man.
Point that you said she wasn't the target of the investigation. She hadn't committed a crime. She was in her own home, and yet she was shot to death. Who deserves to be held responsible for that?
You know who should be held responsible.
The officers that were charged. That unfortunately the Department of Justice is executing a political agenda. The officers who the DOJ just filed motions to dismiss for should absolutely be held accountable. The message that they are sending is that it is okay for police officers to go out there and lie to effectuate, to get search warrants. They lied under oath. They lied when they wrote out the warrant, and they lied when they went before the judge and swore under oath that they were telling the truth. And the DOJ is sending a message that that is okay, and it's okay even if people die. And that's unfortunate, and it's not what we should be expecting of our police officers. And so those are the officers that should be held accountable.
Ms. Palmer, I know it's been a long fight for you now for the past 6 years. Are you confident that you will continue this fight?
Absolutely. Absolutely, because again, Breonna did nothing wrong. And to say that it's okay to lie and tell whatever story you want to break down someone's door is unacceptable.
Tamika Palmer, Lanita Baker, we thank you both so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, man, that is disturbing to hear. That is disturbing to hear. So these officers about to get away with it. Damn, y'all. And, you know, and I hate to end the live stream on this type of bad news like that, but I just want you guys to see, you know, what's been happening. Because, again, quietly, this flew up under the radar. Nobody knows about this. This is not, like, well known right now that the DOJ is requesting to drop the charges against the two officers. In fact, I didn't even know that they lowered the charges for each officer. I didn't even know that. So I'm really going to be paying attention to this to see the developments on this particular case and bring it back up and share everything that I know. Somebody mentioned that somebody was killed for covering this topic. If you don't mind, share that information with me inside of the 13% community server. I don't know who that is, but I would love to know. With the 13% community server, please. The link getting ready to pop up right there, discord.gg/13 and the word %. And you're gonna see that inside of the chat as well. Shout out to the moderators and the administrators. I love y'all. Shout out to the snipers. Snipers! So anyway, listen, I really would like to hear that. I really want to know that information. And apparently you guys are saying that somebody was trying to cover it and they killed that person or they locked that person up. Somebody cracked it. I saw that, but I couldn't. So somebody was trying to cover this particular case on Breonna Taylor. They cracked it wide open and they were removed somehow. They either got put in jail or they got deleted. What happened? And the triggers. Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. Wait, so who was it? Who, if y'all don't mind putting the person's name in there, who was the one that said, okay, or who was the one that cracked the case open? Yeah, this is an early stream, but okay, so let me explain real quick why y'all getting that together, because I don't know who y'all talking about. Kendrick Wilson. I don't know who that is. But again, if you guys could provide me some leads inside of the 13% community server, Kendrick Wilson, send me some leads, whatever you guys have on that. Send it to me, DM it to me inside of the 13%. He's not dead. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know. So what happened to him? So if he's not dead, they locked him up. What happened to him? Apparently he must have did something And they didn't like it, right? Okay, I need to know what that was. I really do. I'm a very nosy person, and I will get involved to investigate myself. Was the high school, Kendrick Wilson was the high school kid that was found rolled up in the wrestling mat? No. Huh? That's a totally different situation. I think they're referring to this particular person as the person that cracked the case with Breonna Taylor. If I'm not mistaken, I believe somebody stated that earlier. But no, that has nothing to do with, those are two separate cases. Kendrick Johnson, you just found some videos on YouTube about him talking about the murder. He covered it for months. Okay, his name is Kendrick. His name is Kendrick Johnson. Now somebody's saying Kendrick Wilson from Louisville, Kentucky. No, that's Kendrick Johnson. Oh, okay. Okay, so it was confusing because it was Kendrick being the first name. So they're saying Kendrick Johnson was the one that was at the gym and they did that. That was the, you know, where they tried to kill him at the, I remember that one. The one that got rolled up at the, that situation was horrible. But that's totally separate from this one. Right, okay, so not Kendrick Johnson, so Kendrick Wilson. And may Kendrick Johnson rest in peace. And so, same thing with Breonna Taylor. Y'all confused the Dane? No, I'm getting it together. I'm looking at chat. Now, keep in mind, all I'm gonna do is blame the chat if I'm confused, you know. Because yeah, you know, it ain't my fault. I'm looking at the chat. It's on chat. It's on chat. It's when I don't know something, I don't know, you know. I'm gonna tell you, hey, I don't know. I would love to know more about it. But no, they good. Somebody just asked the question. They like, wait a minute, they heard the name Kendrick. They were like, was that the same person? No, it's not. Yeah, we are live, DJ. But still, okay, so Kendrick Johnson mother's still fighting and they know who did it? Okay. But hold up. Before we get into that one, I want to know more about Breonna Taylor's situation. If the Kendrick Wilson guy, y'all say, okay, Louisville, Kentucky, send me that info. Let me see what he did. You went to school with him? Okay, yeah. Let me see that. Send that to me. Inside of the 13% community survey. Let me look over that. And I may even play some things like later on this evening when I go live again. But I'm gonna pick this back up. You used to have all the videos about his case. Wait, did they take his videos down? Now that's a problem. Or is his video still up? You trying to find his YouTube? Okay. They had a case against him and he won? Okay. Okay, so you know, I'm nosy. Send it to me. Send it all to me. And we gonna pick this back up, and I am gonna be opening up the panel tonight. I know it's been too long for me not to have a panel open, and we talking about this topic dealing with Iran and the US and Israel. And I wanna hear from you all. I wanna hear you all's opinion on this. What y'all think about this? Yeah, they took most of his videos down. Damn, he must have been going in. Okay. So between like 6, 7, you know, around that time this evening, Easter time, I'm gonna go live again. Y'all going to see it. I'm getting ready to actually post up the thumbnail and everything for tonight. But I just wanted to briefly go over that, dealing with the White House strange videos, just to show y'all what they got going on. And then all of a sudden, the DOJ confirms that it was a breach of the FBI Director Kash Patel's personal email. Like, all of that is happening back to back. They say they got an announcement coming. What's the announcement? You know, they saying that this is, I don't know. I don't know what that is about. Maybe we may even hear something about that in between the time I'm going live now and the time I'm going live later this evening. We'll see. Either way. But I would love to see y'all this evening again, between 6 to 7 p.m. And this is going to be a longer live stream this evening. So y'all get ready for that one. I'm going to see y'all later on this evening. You all take care. And I'll be looking out for that information from you all in the chat. Inside of the 13% community server dealing with Kendrick Wilson, with Breonna Taylor. I'm looking for it. I want to know what's up. But yeah, this Breonna Taylor stuff, that flew up under the radar, man. That shouldn't have happened. This should not have happened. Somebody got to be held responsible. It got to be those officers that pulled the trigger. Everybody that was involved that tried to cover up should be involved, you know, should be held responsible as well, in my opinion. But y'all take care, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all later on this evening. Wado.
OCO, free thinkers.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you think, yeah. I made you think, yeah. I made you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you
He's
think.
here to make you think.
I make you think, yeah. I make you think, I make you think, yeah. I make you think, yeah. I made you think, yeah. I made you think, I make you think.
It's Dane Calloway.